This episode is brought to you by Accenture. When your advertising operations fall out of sync, everything else follows. Spotify and Accenture are working together to reinvent the rhythm of ad sales, using automation, analytics, and smarter workflows to simplify campaign delivery and access better data across the business. The result? Less time spent on operations, more time connecting brands with the moments and fandoms that matter most. Learn more at accenture.com/Spotify.
When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
This podcast is part of the Robots Radio Rocket Club, a program designed to help all podcasts reach their full potential. For information about joining the Robots Radio Rocket Club, check out robotsradio.net.
Welcome to the Final Fantasy Lorecast, where we take a deep dive into the lore of the Final Fantasy universe, such as the characters, stories, and so much more. Hosted by Ben of Temeria and Steve-O. Welcome back, Warriors of Light, to another episode of the Final Fantasy Lorecast. I'm one of your hosts, Brandon, or also known as Ben of Temeria, and always with me is my good friend, Steven.
We're back. Not always with you, but we're back.
We are back. Yeah, not always with you, that's true. But wait, we're back. We're doing a normal episode. We are bringing you another character, and it's another protagonist that we haven't done in a while. We haven't done a protagonist in a while.
We're talking Sora.
No. Wrong podcast. No, oh god, and that would be so convoluted on itself in its own episode. No, thank you.
That's like a 10-parter.
At minimum, because there's there's 10 games that he's in.
Yeah.
So
let's not get lost in the weeds here, because that's a whole.
Anyway, we are bringing you a Bartz Klauser. And if you don't know who that is, Bartz, also known as Bats in Final Fantasy Legend of the Crystals. And, oh my god, he is called Butts in Japan.
Yeah, that's why we call him Butts.
Oh my god, I didn't know that was a legit name. And I even wrote the show notes to see that. Who's the main protagonist of Final Fantasy V. He's a good-hearted traveler from the town of Lix. Bartz finds himself caught up in the adventure while on the journey with Boko, his chocobo.
My only chocobo I like.
He soon becomes a warrior light and learns his greater importance into the world.
Shout out Boko and his family.
Boko's great. Because chocobos are also great. Long live the chocobos.
I'm going to get this out of the way early. I know we're barely into this, but it is confirmed that chocobos fuck. Because Boko has a family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Well, moving into into his history. So we actually do have some stuff before the events of Final Fantasy V. So Bartz was born to Dorgan Klauser, a Dawn warrior from Galuf's. Is it Galuf? Galuf. Galuf's world.
Galuf.
Sorry, Galuf.
He's in 14. You should know this.
I know.
There it is again.
Sorry, Galuf. Yeah, the apostrophe that I have in my show notes and with my eyesight looks like a weird F T L thing. I don't know. Galuf. And Stella Klauser of the village of Lix. After the Dawn Warriors defeated Exdeath, Dorgan volunteered to stay behind in Bart's world to watch over the seal that he had placed on him as the warriors were unable to destroy Exdeath. Yes. Yeah, they can't kill him. This is also like one of the very few games where like the bad guy wins, kind of.
Yeah, sort of, yeah.
Kind of. Like like it doesn't. It's kind of similar to 4 with Kefka, or is 6.
Yeah, but he's not as menacing as Kefka. Like
No.
he's pretty wimpy compared to
Oh,
Kefka.
yeah.
That's a whole different episode, but yeah.
So, when Bartz was a child, Dorgan would often leave to travel the world to fight monsters, wishing to protect the crystals. Nonetheless, he wished that Stella never tell Bartz about the crystals, believing they would not were not his burden to bear. Stella fell ill and died when Bartz was young, after which Bartz would travel with Dorgan. Bartz developed a fear of heights at a young age, and after an incident with playing hide and go seek, and almost fallen from the roof of a 2-story house. First off, why were you hiding on top of the house?
Listen, it's a good hiding spot, isn't it? Who's gonna look for you there?
Fair point. You're not wrong. But no. just no. For a child, no. So 3 years prior to the events of Final Fantasy V, Dorgan died when Bartz was 17, and his dying wish was for Bartz to travel the world. Along with the way, Bartz met Boko, who became Bart's steadfast companion, steed, and best friend. Oh, look at that. His chocobo best friend.
Yeah.
See, chocobos are friends, not food.
No, he is. Yeah, Boko is awesome. That's why he is the exception to the rule.
How dare you? How dare you? By the way, I think wasn't one of the shirt designs I made for the Patreon was chocobos are friends, not food.
I mean, you made that design. I think we vetoed that one though.
Whoa, no, I'm pretty sure I still put that on the shirt. I did do another one to counteract that one, but still, it's there. It's there.
There.
So, now getting into the history of Final Fantasy V. So while Bartz was exploring the Tycoon area, a meteorite fell from the sky. At the impact site, he found Princess Lena being attacked by goblins. After helping her, the two discovered an amnesiac old man named Golov Halm. Baldessian? Baldessian. Goddamn words. In the meteorite's wreckage. He fell from the sky.
Isn't Baldessian from 14 as well? I think that's Cryos. Well, we may get into that later, but yeah. Spoilers for 5 and 14.
Is Cryos last name that?
Pretty sure. Chat, help us out.
Come on, Box Girl. I know you're in chat.
Yeah, come on, Box Girl. Be our Hermione.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. I just Google searched it.
Yeah.
Oh god, I don't know how I can remember that. They never say their last names, like
because you're not to Dontro yet.
Oh, well, shit. Anyway, with both Elena and Golov headed for the Wind Shrine, Bartz declined to join the first, choosing to continue wandering. However, Boko prodded Bartz to help Golov and Lena, leading him to rescuing them from goblins again after an earthquake. This time he agreed to get them to the Wind Shrine safely, noting his father's dying wish that he would travel in a subconscious feeling that the wind is calling him, while Golov teased that Bartz was simply attracted to Lena. Oh, look at that.
Well, he has a habit of that, yeah.
Yeah, true. The earthquake also opened up a cave through which the party saw a ship sailing without sails and came across a pirate hideout. At Golov's suggestion, Bartz attempted to commandeer the pirate ship, owned by a pirate named Ferris Schwartz. Is that how you say that?
Sure.
It's German.
Schwitz, I guess so. It's not voice acted. Don't get on our cases about this.
This is not voice acted for everybody.
And I don't think I've ever seen that name in 5, actually.
When they caught and imprisoned Ferris, having seen Lena's pendant, had to change of heart and joined their quest, letting him take the ship to the Wind Shrine.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Let me commandeer your ship. Oh, I see that pendant. Yeah, never mind. Here, take the ship.
You'll see why.
When the four reached the Wind Shrine, they discovered that the Wind Crystal had already been shattered, and the party met Lena's father, King Tycoon. As the crystals imbued, therefore, with their essence, Bartz was imbued with the essence of the wind crystal. The king declared the four of them the new light warriors and implored them to save the world from the other three crystals, after which they have found the powers of legendary warriors and stored within the wind crystal's fragments. And this is how you get jobs.
It is how you get jobs. Not the best jobs, but jobs, nonetheless.
Yeah.
You get knight, white mage, black mage, monk, thief, and I think that's it. I don't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember which ones you get through the Wind Shrine. Here, let me see.
Something. It's those
The
four
Wind
for sure,
Shrine.
or five for sure.
Shoot. I thought I just had that. Well, there's all the bosses and everything. Gives you the knight, the monk, thief, black mage, white mage, and blue mage.
Oh, I forgot blue mage. Yeah.
So, yep. Where was it?
How
could you forget the blue mage? The best mage.
Well, the best mage is coming up.
So while staying at Zoc?
Sure. Again,
Sure.
not voice acted.
Zoc's house in Toul, in search of the key of the torn canal, Bartz woke up in the middle of the night, wondering if his father would have wanted him on the quest involving the crystals. Before Zoc entrusted Bartz with the key, Bartz later discovered that Boko had tried to follow them, prompting him to follow and find Boko in the cave of the pirate's doctor in their hideout.
Yeah, Boko got hurt.
Dun dun.
Poor
As their
Boko.
quest led them to the ship graveyard, Bartz and Goloff discovered that Ferris was a woman in disguise. Though Bartz struggled with the discovery and did not think of her any differently, at the graveyard's coastline, Siren hypnotized Bartz with a figure of his mother to steal his soul. Though Goloff saved him, Lena and Ferris, as he could not remember the girl Siren used to try and ensnare him, the party reached the North Mountain and saved Hiru, Lena's Windrake. Bartz bulked due to his fear of heights, but Goloff forced him onto the dragon anyway.
I disagree with Bartz shrugging at the discovery of Ferris being a woman, because he did like the googly eyes, like, oh, and was blushing. And then Galoff went in there and saw the same thing, and they were both like, oh, like the cartoon wolf with the tongue hanging out.
Oh, that's such a description there.
Yeah.
So when Bartz and the party arrived at Castle Waltz, Lena attempted to warn the king of the water crystal's impending destruction. Bartz attempted to resolve the debate before another meteorite fell near Waltz Tower, and both the Waltz soldiers and the light warriors headed there to investigate. The warriors failed to stop the water crystal from shattering and sinking the tower, but Ferris's water dragon, Soldra, rescued them at the last minute.
And
Yeah,
then
if you haven't
died.
noticed, they're not getting into the crystals in time.
They're like just too late for it. And also other people are doing bad jobs of
Their job.
yeah, the guy, the king of the water, like Crystal Waltz guy or Castle Waltz king. He's like, no, I gotta keep amplifying the water crystal because it makes everybody's life easy here in my town. Even though you're like, hey, if you do this, it's gonna be very bad. And then he doesn't care, and then it blows up. So kind of on him.
Yeah,
Not our fault.
Sounds like most rulers.
Yeah.
So after investigating the Waltz meteorite, Bartz found a warp point to Karnak, where the light warriors were imprisoned by the town guard. In prison, Bartz met Sid Privia, the inventor of the crystal amplification machines, who had been locked up for attempting to deactivate them upon realizing their damage to the crystals. The Chancellor agreed to Sid's demand to release them to help him save Queen Karnak, who was trapped in the fire pirate ship. While they saved the Queen, they were unable to stop the possessed soldiers from shattering the fire crystal.
Yeah, that fight sucks.
Yeah, and look, another Sid who's trying to
Another Sid.
help you. Who's trying to save after he
screwed everything
started
up.
everything. Yeah, he tried to screw everything up, and then oh crap, my inventions are not good.
Yeah.
So Sid became depressed, leading Bartz to search for Sid's grandson, Privia, at the Library of the Ancients to bring Sid to his senses. After Mid reunited with Sid, the two repair the fire-powered ship and allow the Light Warriors to use it. Golov regained some of his memories after seeing Mid and Sid's relationship and informed the group that he was a Dawn warrior from another world who had arrived after sensing the excess seal was weakening. Dun dun.
Fun fact for the 14 players, this Library of Ancients is where you find all the. It's basically the Great Library of Gabul or whatever in 14 is pretty much a recreation of this.
What's
But like the same monsters and everything.
Wait, this is the which
Library of Ancients.
wait, yeah. Which was this
The Library of Gabul or whatever, the dungeon.
I'm trying to remember where that's at in 14.
ARR.
Is that Oh, yeah. Is this No, I'm thinking of the library that oh god, what's her name? Sends you into. That's in her cave.
Matoya, yeah.
Matoya. Oh, okay. That was AR?
Yeah, this is it. Yeah. Wasn't it? No, it was
I thought
Heaven's
that was
Ward.
Heaven's Ward. Okay,
Yeah,
it was Heaven's
You're
Ward.
right.
Okay. I was like, that was AR? I don't remember that.
Right place, wrong game. Yeah.
Yeah. We're good.
Wrong expansion,
Okay.
yeah.
We got it. So the fire-powered ship took the Light Warriors as far as Crescent before sinking into the catapult below, leaving them stranded on the island until they found a flying black chocobo, which Bartz could ride. The black chocobo led Bartz to visit his hometown of Lix, where he reminisced about his childhood and reunited with the townspeople, who were happy to see him, and met a bard who had taken residence in his old house.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I would feel about that.
Well, he left.
Okay, so apparently we're both wrong. Boxgirl says it's Stormblood.
Is it really?
I don't remember. I swore it was freaking. I swore
Because
it was
it's right
Heaven's
outside
Ward.
of
It's in Dravania.
yeah. It's right
Oh,
outside
no.
of
Alexander's
I'm pretty
there.
sure it's Heaven's Ward. Yeah, Alexander's there, so that's Heaven's Ward.
Is that Heaven's Ward?
Yeah.
Okay.
Aha, we tricked Box Girl.
Yay! Success. Anyway, upon returning to the Library of Ancients, Sid and Mid were unfazed about the sunken fire-powered ship, but directed the Light Warriors to follow King Tycoon. Bartz learned that the Ferris and Elena's long-lost sister, Princess Sarsa?
Sure.
Sarsa. Sir. In the underground catapult, they found an airship with Sid and Mid retooled to follow King Tycoons to the floating Ronka ruins in the sky.
So this is why she helped her at the beginning. She saw the pendant and was like, hey, I have the same one. We must be related.
Yep. So the warriors unwittingly destroyed the crystal's guardian before learning that the king was possessed and attempting to destroy the crystal. Before they were forced to fight him, Golov's granddaughter, Krill Mare Bolison, arrived on the nether meteorite to cast a spell on King Tycoon, freeing him, but not before the crystal was destroyed and Exdeath was released. As the king perished, he asked that Bartz protect his daughters, Lena and Ferris. Yeah, and look at that, Bartz. Now you have 2 girls.
Just wait.
Anime trope. Golov, his memory fully restored, left on his own world with Kryl on her meteorite. Though Bartz insisted that they could join, Golov forbid them as the meteorite would only allow a one-way trip. Nevertheless, after Lena and Ferris talked among themselves and decided to follow Golov, Bartz instantly agreed and described Golov as one of us. The 3 worked with Sid and Mid to muster the Amidite in the meteorites, allowing them to teleport to Golov's world. They arrived on a deserted island in a and were abducted by Exdeath, locked in Castle Exdeath, until Gulliff came to their rescue, halting his army siege to do so.
Hell yeah, Gulliff.
All right, cool. So after their escape, the four fought Exdeath's lackey Gilgamesh on the big bridge before the castle's barrier, threw them to the continent of, oh god, Golcinia. Golcinia?
Sure.
Bartz apologized for failing to help, causing Gulliff to jokingly berate them before expressing gratitude, later telling Bartz in Rigol that their actions had accidentally saved the army from the barrier. See, look at that. You're not completely useless.
Not completely.
Okay. The Light Warriors roamed the continent until they reached a Mogul village, where the Moguls communicated with a Mogul in Kryle's chamber in the castle of Ball, leading to Kryle picking them up on her wind drake. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna let you get away with saying Krill.
Sorry, I know. Kryle. I know.
This one you have no excuse for.
As soon as I said it, I was like, nope, that's wrong. Kryle. Yes, I know. You can freaking berate me later. The Light Warriors headed to Drakenvale in search of Dragon's Grass to heal Kryle's Windrake. Bart's confidently declaring they would be the first to head to Drakenvale and survive. On the way, they passed through the town of, Kolb, and met with Kruger Vondet. God, what are these names? Another Dawn Warrior who challenged Bartz to a duel and uses a Lupin attack, recalling a technique taught to him by his father. Bartz intercepted it, impressing Kriegel as the ensuing discussion revealed that Dorgan was also one of the Dawn Warriors. Bum bum.
I want to acknowledge Boxgirl's comment here because it's not going to cover it in our notes, but yes, Gilgamesh has just a fantastic line in this game where he's like, now it's time we fight like men, and women dress like men, or trying to dress like men. And ladies pretending to be men. Sorry.
Oh my god, that's funny. So the Light Warriors retrieved the Dragon's Grass and were summoned by Sage Guido through Exdeath sank Guido's island, causing the party to instead travel to the fleet led by, Zexat, Matthias Sergate, and the final Dawn Warrior. There, they helped destroy one of the barrier towers, and Zerxate, sacrificing himself to do so, forced Bartz to knock Gulliff unconscious to pull him away from the exploding tower.
Do yourself a favor and look at Sage Guido.
Sage Guido? What the hell?
Yeah,
It's a freaking island turtle.
it's a turtle.
Okay. Interesting.
That's why 5 is so great. It's constantly hilarious.
Using
Probably the funniest Final Fantasy game.
Oh god. So using Exer's submarine, the party found Guido's cave. Finding a turtle inside, Bartz poked at it until it spoke up, revealing itself to be Sage Guido, who mocked Bartz and directed them to the great forest of Moor. The Light Warriors entered the guardian tree within the cave, where Exdeath tricked the warriors into destroying the crystal seals. Exdeath took the crystal's power and attacked the warriors, with Kryle arriving to try to stop them, but she fell to his magic too.
Yeah,
Man, they keep getting tricked and doing
they're
things the
not
wrong
very
way.
good at their job. Yeah.
Gulliff fought Exdeath with his full strength, surviving for a time before eventually dying and passing his power onto Kryle, making her a light warrior to take his place. The new light warriors rushed to Castle Exdeath and fought Gilgamesh once more, only for Exdeath to banish him for him incompetence. The warriors confronted Exdeath, who taught them to fighting without even knowing his plans. After losing to the light warriors, Exdeath shattered the crystals. Lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, waiting for Ben to get to the Dawn Trail for those words. I'm not even. I don't want. Ugh. I keep hearing, seeing things, and I was like, I don't know if I want to like try and pronounce any of these.
Oh boy. Yeah.
The crystal shattering merged Bartz and Golov's world into the complete world, and the warriors found themselves back at Castle Tycoon. The Chancellor threw a grand ball for Lena and Ferris's return, and Cryo and Bartz both ducked out. The two found Boko, whom Cryo could communicate with, learning that Boko had not only healed, but found a wife, Coco, who had eggs on the way. Riding Boko, the two traveled west and fell into an Antillian pit. Antillian? Yeah. Antillian pit, where Ferris rescued them, disgruntled that they had left her behind. Dun dun.
Yeah. She's not big on being a princess.
Hey, that's fair. Upon finding Guido in his cave, Guido explained that the worlds were split 1,000 years ago, and that to seal the power of the void and the Exeth had merged them to obtain the power once more. Exeth merged and confronted them, with Guido holding Exeth off for some time before Exeth used the power of the void to consume Castle Tycoon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. So outside the cave, Guido finds the Library of Ancients, where he saw that the scholars from the library and the Surgate Castle had the pages to complete the sealed tome, which described 4 tablets that could be used to unlock the 12 legendary weapons that had been used to defeat Inuo?
Sure.
The first builder of the Void 1,000 years ago. Bartz, Cryo, and Ferris passed the Guardian Tree on their way to the first tablet, wherein Cryo mourned Golov, Ferris mourned Lena, and Bartz vowed to ensure where there would be no more sacrifices. Oh yeah, because Castle Tycoon was put into the Void. Yeah, Lena is no longer a thing.
Is she?
I know. If you don't see the death, it doesn't exist. Anime logic. If you don't see a body, technically they could be still alive.
Even then, they could still be.
Even then,
Dragon Ball
they
Z
could
logic.
be still. Yeah, good point. But Dragon Ball Z has magic. Mace Windu's alive. I don't care what anybody says.
It's possible.
After finding the first tablet of the pyramid and the Pyramid of Moor, they discovered Lena, who had been possessed by Lucin, a demon from the interdimensional rift, who had allies with Exeth. Missalin attacked them while Exeth used the void to consume the Library of Ancients. Lena's Windrake, Hiru, saved them and forced Missalin out of her body. After Missalin's defeat, the 4 light warriors were reunited. Upon boarding their airship with the intent of finding the other tablets, Exeth used the void to consume Lix and many other towns, causing Bartz to fly into a rage and push the airship to its limits until the others calmed him down.
Yeah.
God. Well, Lena's not dead. Yay.
Not dead.
So the Light Warriors collected the 12 legendary weapons, battling demons of the rift, and sent them on their way. They entered the interdimensional rift and fought the remaining demons. Gilgamesh helped them defeat the final demon, Necrophobe, confessing that he had wished to fight Bartz one more time. Mano a mano before seamlessly sacrificing himself to destroy Necrophobe.
Shout out Gilgamesh. Always good.
Cool. And then upon confronting Exeth, he used the void to consume the Light Warriors through the spirits of the Dawn Warriors, and King Tycoon aided them, though the void transformed Exeth into Neo-Exeth, and the Light Warriors prevailed.
Again,
Yay!
beat him again. See, this is the second time we beat him. That's why I say he's not very good.
Right. And the crystals were reformed, and the places that had been consumed by the void were restored. Bartz returned to Lex to visit his parents' grave and later resumed his wandering lifestyle. A year later, he reunited with the other Light Warriors at the Guardian Tree, where they resolved to continue protecting the crystals. Woo!
Also, if you look up what Neo-Exeth is, you'll understand a lot of the jokes that get made about him.
Okay, let me see. What the hell is this thing?
He's a tree.
What the hell?
He becomes a tree.
That's okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's giving me like Sephiroth vibes from Rebirth.
Okay.
Like with the how like
Interesting.
his his main body is the top and like it's all weird portion stuff in the bottom. Oh, no,
Yeah.
that's just me. Oh. Anyway. Well, that's his history, which is pretty cool. So, let's get into a mid-break real quick. Thank our amazing patrons, and we'll be right back.
This summer, say I do
I am marrying a stranger.
like never before.
Am I crazy?
It's a whole new Married at First Sight on Peacock.
Thank God I woke up in love.
With new experts,
My name is Dr. Lisa.
My name's Paul Brunson.
more couples,
This could be the start of a very successful marriage.
and more surprises.
Or maybe not.
Everything is just not enough.
You're a little bit crazy.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I want my fairy tale ending.
Married at First Sight now streaming. New episodes Thursdays only on Peacock.
This episode is brought to you by Perfect Bistro Cat Food. Hey guys, today I'm interviewing my cat about his perfect bistro food. Percy, you seem to be a big Perfect Bistro fan. Care to comment? Totally. What do you like about it? You love the high quality ingredients? And the delicious flavors, of course. Yeah, that makes a ton of sense. Listen to Percy, guys. Visit perfectbistro.com to try it for your cat.
All right, welcome to the Miller Show. We're talking about everything with the podcast. It has nothing to do with the lore of Final Fantasy. Here, we want to thank all of our amazing patrons. Thank you guys so much for supporting the show, and a big shout out to True Speak. Thank you so much for supporting the show, because he gets a shout out every week because he's an Ultimate tier. And if you want to become a patron, you can go to patreon.com/Final Fantasy Lorecast, where you can get ad-free episodes or even join us once a month on the show itself. Which, since we do our patron episodes on Wednesdays, are patron episodes next week.
Yes. Be
So,
ready, everybody.
patrons, I know you all are listening, and you're all in the Discord, and I know all of you have, like, I think True Speak still has his Jeopardy game, I think, built together, which I'm definitely going to lose at. So,
As long as we're not playing another podcast, as you
Right.
mentioned, because we would get smoked.
yes. Oh, absolutely, we would get smoked. Yeah, patrons, I know some of you, I know True Speak, because he posted it in the Discord, some of you guys already got your t-shirts. So, your first round of t-shirts. And if you want to get t-shirts, you could be a Warrior Light tier or higher to get t-shirts every 3 months, which is awesome. So, the first one is the True Speak. Become a patron and get a rad shirt.
Yeah. And join us.
And join us, because it's so much fun. It's great, and it's awesome. And you can also leave us reviews and ratings on Apple and Spotify. Leave a 5-star review on Apple with some words, or a nice Spotify comment. Read it out loud next time on the show. Let me see if we have any. Nope, nothing on Apple, but we do have some Spotify.
Uh-oh.
We have one from King's Dean on our Crystals Final Fantasy 5. New here, stoked starting from the beginning, fellas. Huge FF fan checking in.
Yeah.
And then we
Well,
got Summer of Heroes back on our Villain Talk with patrons last week. Playing through Advent Children in the final part of 7 remakes would be great, as I never actually got the movie. It would be cool to see that. And for Steven's context, we were talking about like if they add like Advent Children and at the end of part 3 of the remake
That
series.
would be exciting if I've ever watched Advent Children.
See, the Summer Heroes thing. He never got to see the movie, so it'd be cool to get that stuff in there. Or you could just play
Summer of
Ever
Heroes,
Crisis.
I have good news for you. It's almost certainly on YouTube somewhere. So
Oh,
you can go enjoy
Oh,
it.
absolutely. Or on again, didn't we just have one? So, True Speak, that wasn't a patron episode. Wait,
That
this
was
month?
that
was like last week's was just like a one-off thing that we did because Steven was sick.
I was on my deathbed. I needed assistance.
But anyway, and you can also find us if you few different Discords, Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, as well as my own Discord, the Ben and Friends Podcast and Discord, where you can find this show and all the other shows that I host, which are Holocron History, Star Wars Canon vs. Legends, the Gundam Lorecast, the Wizard War Lorecast, and the Witcher Lorecast. So, all great stuff. So, there's that. I don't really have any news, per se.
Not yet.
Not yet. What do you mean? Whoa, what's this? Not yet.
Well, TGS is coming up.
Oh, yeah, we
so.
do have TGS at the end of the month, which I think... What date is TGS? Tokyo Game Show.
I'm sure somebody in the Discord will be keeping us updated on everything, on the news that's going to hurt my feelings.
Tokyo Game Show. What are your official dates? Yeah, literally the end of the month, 25th through the 28th. So literally the last, couple days of the month. Literally the last weekend. Okay, cool. So
Give us the news that we want, Square.
Yeah, please. Even though we probably already know it's not going to happen, but please.
Please don't just reveal the 7 part 3, because I'm going to be so sad if that's all that we get.
What are you hoping
Nebulous.
for?
You know what I'm hoping for. I'm not even going to say
it. We all know what you're hoping for.
But just know that I want it to happen, Square. I know you're listening.
They better be. Be awesome. Anyway,
Cool.
other than that, have you heard from our great sponsor of our FC?
I'm Ben Starr, and I adore the Crystal Lawmasters. Ben Starr, I'm the official spokesperson of the free company of the Crystal Lawmasters. Come and join them. You feeling good? You'll have me. Here's some emotes that you can use. Ooh, being a Crystal Lawmaster is fun.
God,
That's
I love
fantastic.
that. I did that mid-show last week. You can ask Riku Purple and Pike. Yeah, Pick. Yeah, you can ask them. I did that literally midstream. Putting that together. So yeah, great stuff. So go join our FC. It's great. Anyway, let's get back into more Bartz.
Get business done with the new American Express Graphite Business Cash Unlimited card. With unlimited 2% cash back on all eligible purchases, unlimited 5% cash back on flights and prepaid hotels booked through American Express Travel Online, and a flexible spending capacity that can grow with your business, you'll have the confidence to keep building. Apply today and earn a welcome offer of $1,500 cash back after you spend $50,000 in qualifying purchases on your new card within the first 6 months of card membership. Terms apply. Learn more at go.amex/graphite.
Tomorrow morning is knocking. Stock your fridge now. How about a creamy mocha frappuccino drink? Or a sweet vanilla? Smooth caramel maybe? Or a white chocolate mocha? Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Find Starbucks Frappuccino drinks wherever you buy your groceries.
So now getting into Bart's characteristics.
Hold on, Ben. You missed a real opportunity there to say,
Did I?
let's get into some butts.
Oh God. No.
That's what you keep me around for.
Oh my gosh. So get into his characteristics. He has his appearance. He looks like a butt. No, I'm kidding. So Bartz has a slim, muscular build. He has white hair in Yoshitaka Amano's artworks with a light-fitting shirt and trousers with the various beads and sashes. In the Dissidia Final Fantasy series, his hair is pale brown. That's interesting that they changed the hair like that.
They do that a lot. Remember,
That's
Terra
true.
has like 8 different color hairs depending on what you're playing.
True. It's a good point. So his sprite depicts him with brown hair, wearing a blue tunic, white shirt and trousers, and sometimes a red cape. Bart's eyes are gray or brown depending on the source. In sprite form, his eyes are blue. Officially, he's the tallest of the playable party. When he takes on different jobs, his battle sprite changes accordingly. His freelance attire later become one of his alternate costumes in Dissidia Final Fantasy and Dissidia 012. Okay.
Yeah. He essentially, his sprite looks like Gary from Pokemon.
Oh my god, that's great. And technically, his name's Blue.
His name is Gary in the show.
In the show, in the games, his name's Blue. Technically.
Well, I'm referring to
Already
Gary
renamed.
from the show.
Fair. Bart's Dragoon resembles Kane Highwind's armor in Final Fantasy IV, while his Mystic Knight costume resembles the attire of Minwu from Final Fantasy II.
Yeah,
which
an interesting
I mean,
look.
Oh, the Mystic Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is weird. It is interesting for sure. So now, getting with his personality, Bart's crystals represents passion, the essence of wind. Bart's is a friendly, upbeat, confident, lighthearted traveler who is enthusiastic and quick to act without dwelling for too long. He enjoys being helpful and brushes off any thanks in return, as he seen both when he saves Lena at the start of the adventure and when he follows Golof to his world.
Very Danish.
Yeah.
That's why I love him.
Even though Zidane came after. So technically, Zidane's more
Zidane
like
was,
him.
Yeah, Zidane is like, listen, that's a whole different episode. Let's not get into that. I'll go on for far too long.
So Bartz is supportive of his friend's needs, exemplified when he supports Ferris' decision to continue her pirate demeanor when her true identity is revealed, and when he trusts Golof to make his way back home, or make his way back alone, describing him as a tough old cuss.
Yeah.
Sure.
He is a tough old cuss.
He is. Bartz is level-headed to the point of being facetious, marking that his others are going overboard after putting themselves in danger. Another of Bart's weaknesses is that he, in many conversations, come across dim and slow to catch on, something that the sage Guido mocks him for.
He is not the brightest bulb in the box.
I mean, yeah.
But he's got passion.
So does Naruto.
I don't know what that means.
Oh my god, that's right, you never watched it. Prior to the event's adventure, Bartz had no further ambitions other than the exploration of his father had wanted, leading him to initially rejecting Lena's invitation to join her quest. Is his conscience and Boko's prodding that led him to change his mind and join her and Golof before becoming a light warrior.
Yeah, it's not his conscience. It's Boko is poking him, being like, no. We're going back. We're going to go help them.
Trust the Chocobo.
Shout out Boko.
So, constantly, Bartz is forced to mature and form a greater sense of responsibility to the world. He goes on to face threats such as Exdeath with little hesitation and is unfazed upon learning that his father was a Dawn Warrior. Exdeath used the Void to destroy Bart's hometown and enrages him, causing him to briefly become uncontrollably angry in a way not typical of him. Granted, this would happen to anyone.
Yeah, that's fair. But before that, to this point, he's kind of aloof throughout most of the game.
True. That's a fair point. Like, you would, like, when it got to this point, Bartz has never gone off like that before ever. So it's like kind of like, oh, crap. He has anger.
Yeah, he got a little fire in him.
So Bartz often expresses excitement through outlandish phrases such as creeping crawdads and geez, oh Pete. Though Bartz developed a fear of heights as a child, he only briefly shows it when he's traveling to the North Mountain early in his adventure, and never again, as he had no problem riding airships or flying chocobos.
Yes, he does fly the black chocobo.
Yes, because it's great. And then with his abilities, so as a light warrior, Bartz has access to all the jobs learned from the crystal fragments, which store the power of warriors of legend. Access to these powers allow Bartz and the other light warriors to mix them into combinations that suit current battle plan. Bartz later acquires the 12 legendary weapons that had previously been used to defeat the warlock Eno 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, but the legendary weapons are not that great.
They're legendary, but not legendary.
Yeah, I feel like that's with most games. Like you get, these are the legendary weapons, but then it turns out that
you get to the stats, and I was like, this weapon's ass.
He's actually sick.
It looks cool. Can I transmog it?
It does look cool.
Can I use it for transmog?
It's like in 15, like you have all these weapons, but it's like, yeah, most of these kind of suck though. Like I'm just gonna be using the one sword. That's it.
Yeah, pretty much. So in the story of Final Fantasy V, Bartz uses a skill learned from his father, Dorgan, to counter Kruger's Lupin attack, which Kruger notes as a rare ability. Bartz also has the skill with riding chocobos, both in his bond with Boko and ability to easily ride the black chocobo upon finding it in a forest. Bartz is described as having superhuman keyboard manipulation skill upon learning the piano by playing it a few times.
A few times? You have to play it like 8 times. But he does get down on the piano. It's a fun little animation whenever he's playing the piano.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And like that alone is like a feat in itself because the piano is hard as hell.
But yeah. So I've heard.
I tried playing the piano as a kid. No.
No?
Just no. I play the saxophone. Okay. That's as much as I could go.
Right on.
So he does make other appearances. Bartz has also, obviously been in Final Fantasy IV, The After Years, as mentioned by another character. Final Fantasy Legends of the Crystals as a main character. Final Fantasy mentioned by another character. Final Fantasy XIV as a minion and a triple triad card.
Ooh.
Dissidia Final Fantasy as a playable character. Dissidia 0 to 112 or 1. Dissidia 12 Final Fantasy, Dissidia NT, and Dissidia Opera Omnium as playable characters. Theater Rhythm Final Fantasy, Theater Rhythm Final Fantasy Curtain Call as both playable characters. Theater Rhythm Final Fantasy All-Star Carnival as a playable character. Petalogica Final Fantasy as a playable character. Final Fantasy Airborne Brigade as a summonable legend. Final Fantasy Art Links as a series of cards. Final Fantasy All the Braves as a playable character. Final Fantasy Replica Keeper as a playable character. Final Fantasy Explorers as a trance. Final Fantasy Worldwide Worlds. Final Fantasy Brave Exodus as a Sum of Vision. World of Final Fantasy as a summonable champion. The Final Fantasy Trading Card Game as a series of cards. And the Triple Triad as a card.
Can we talk about how Worldwide Words is the worst combination of words?
Right.
Final Fantasy Worldwide Words.
Yeah, it's a lot.
How dare they do this to you, Ben?
It is a lot. Right, I know, man. Like, I have to deal with this on a weekly basis. This is a weekly basis with this show.
Don't they know you at all?
No, they don't. Man, they need to make better, easier words for me to talk about.
Let's name everybody Ben, and then we'll be all right.
Yes. Name me after a Final Fantasy character, please. I'm on Google now. Square.
We are on Google AI now.
Yeah, you can Google us. It's great. Square, Google us. It's great. Anyway, now finally getting into the etymology. So of Bart's name. So Bart is the pet name for. This is German. Bartholomeus.
Sure.
The German form of Bartholomew. Bartholomew is a Hebrew name that means son of Talmai. Talmai is a Hebrew name meaning he of many furrows, or one who owns large tracts of land. Klauser is a German family name derived from the medieval given name Klaus, short for Nicholas or Nicholas, and which means people's victory. Bart is a alternative Latinization of Batsu. which was originally envisioned to be Latinized as Butts, but was likely changed by the localization team to avoid it being mispronounced as Butts. The Latinization Butts can be seen as early as the 1992 Japanese Official Strategy Guide, and since then, more prominently in Final Fantasy Art Museum Trading Card Collection and Japanese versions of the Cydia titles. In the English version of Final Fantasy Legends of the Crystals, he is referred to as Bats, another transliteration of his Japanese name.
I wonder how many more times I can get you to say butts in these notes.
I know. Bartz is the existing German surname that emerged in the medieval times as one of the notable families in Austria. Well, that's
nice.
Cool. In the trailer of the 2013 iOS port of Final Fantasy V, both Japanese and international names are shown as for Bartz. Bartz is shown in the in-game cutscene and in the battle shorts, while Butts appears in the part where the playable characters are presented. And in Japanese, Batsu means punishment.
Hell yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, there you go.
We did it.
Bartz Klauser. We did it. Hooray, we did it.
Shout out, Butts.
I thought you were about to say boots because I just did a Dora the Explorer reference.
Nah, I'm not done with my butt jokes yet.
Oh god. Anyway, yeah, I mean Bartz is cool. Game's fun.
Game's awesome.
Yeah.
We love Butts.
You have a chocobo. You have a companion chocobo.
Well, for like 2 minutes, yeah.
Shut up. It's all that matters. It's all that matters. And
then we leave him.
He leaves.
Leave him
gets
behind
a wife
swiftly.
and has kids.
He does do that. Yes. Leave him behind to be a family man while we go off an adventure.
Yep, and save the world from, eternal damnation.
From a giant tree.
From a giant tree. Yeah. Anyway, do you have any final thoughts on Bartz?
Don't. We love Butts. Yeah.
Oh my god. All right. Well, everybody, thank you for listening to the Final Fantasy Lorecast, and may the crystals guide you. Thank you for listening to the Final Fantasy Lorecast. You can find us on the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, the Ben and Friends podcasting Discord, where you can share your thoughts, experiences, and love for the Final Fantasy lore. You can also find us on Twitter at FFLorecast.
Best thing that's ever happened to you financially. Go.
Easy. Sold my car on Carvana. Amazing offer.
Really? I hit 200 on the scratcher.
Did the scratcher come to your house and hand you a check?
No.
How many scratchers did you hit to get that? I hit a button on Carvana.com once.
Okay, that's fair.
It's like the lottery, except you always win.
Not like the lottery at all, actually.
Exactly. Inexplicably good. Offers worth bragging about. Sell your car today on Carvana. Pickup fees may apply.